My name is Phil Gibbons, and I'm here to talk about where is the love in desperation. In Luke 22:39-46, Jesus goes to the Mount of Olives, the Garden of Gethsemane, to pray. Disciples follow him, but fall asleep. Jesus prays, "Lord, if you are willing, remove this cup from me, but not my will, but yours." Before and after this prayer, Jesus tells the disciples to pray that they may not come into the time of trial. Where is the love in desperation? The first question to ask is, who is in despair in this passage? Who has lost hope? Is it Jesus? No. Jesus is not in despair because he knows the big picture. There's hope in that. He does pray as to whether there is another path, but that is different. Jesus accepts his path and embraces the bigger picture of Easter. And there is no bigger hope than what Easter brings. It's the disciples who are in despair. At the Last Supper, Jesus tells them his suffering and death are at hand, and there is nothing they could or should do about it. From the disciples' perspective, everything they have devoted their lives to is coming to an end. They are grieving and in despair. Where is the love in desperation? I see despair and love as inextricably interwoven. First, love would seem to be a prerequisite of despair. We can't truly despair what we don't love. The loss of a penny, of a mosquito, of a microwave oven, none of those would lead us to despair. True despair, the absence of hope, arises only if what's hoped for matters to us deeply, is loved by us or by someone we love. The disciples are in despair because they love Jesus and his sacred ministry, and they do not want to see it end, for themselves personally and for the whole world. Second, love is a response to despair. We seek ways to care for those in despair out of our love for them and by showing our love. Despite everything on his mind that evening, despite all the suffering that was about to start, despite the cross he was about to bear, Jesus shows love for his disciples that evening. He tells the disciples, twice in fact, "Pray that you may not come into the time of trial." He is concerned about their well-being, about how they would cope, lest their despair leave them vulnerable to trials and temptations. Finally, where is God's love in desperation? Everywhere and always and everywhere. Amen.